Now let's talk about the discussion in Module 1. The discussion started with the question about the definition of the biodiversity. Then they focused on the human being, trying to identify why humans should be included in the conception of biodiversity from the human-environment interactions perspective. Several ideas including biodiversity as insurance strategy, the balance of human part and human impact, and so on were come up with. After that, they discussed the relationship between the immediate need and the prospective value. In the rest of the discussion, their focus transferred to how should we regard the ocean. The professor gave some interesting choices including instrument, ecosystem, and so on. According to the choices, they tried to find a way to let more people know the importance of marine conservation, and they showed a conflict of interest and potential interest. Although they didn't give a definite answer, they gave ideas about how do we deliver value, the scientist's mission, as well as the psychology of common people. To answer the first question, I think the protection of biodiversity is one of the prerequisites for human being. The following chain relationship can briefly explain my point of view. Although biodiversity can't create much of a direct economic value, it can create a steady stream of indirect value. When we don't regard human beings as the master of the earth, but only as an ordinary species in the huge food web of the earth, we will find that biodiversity will create a good environment for us, which is good for human health. For the second question, in my opinion, the best way is to let people know what's the relationship between marine conservation and us. For tourists, it might be a beautiful view of the ocean. For cooks, it might be a good ingredient. Ocean has different meanings for each of us, but our publicity always ignores them. So when we want to highlight the importance of marine conservation, the first thing we should do is to give a reason for why should we protect it. For the third question, I think the main reason for protecting ocean is creating more value, but not only monetary value. However, we shouldn't merely regard ocean as just an instrument, because marine is not only the range of life, but also an important part of the earth. The idea of instrument actually reflects the wrong value of people-centric. As for the last question, my answer is instrument value. In the video, they talked about how to show the direct economic value, and I think it's the best way to highlight the importance of ocean biodiversity. Then let's take the delicious eel rice for an example. Since the eel is a migratory animal, so its number depends on the biodiversity. When we highlight the biodiversity can make fishermen catch more eels and diners eat more eel rice, I think the effect will be much better than empty preaching. And that's all about my ideas relating to today's discussion. Thank you for listening.